Hello and welcome to the Table Throw Show, a multi-media experience extravaganza. There you go, happy? Is that no? Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, take it away, DM.
Hello, welcome to the show that he said with the things that he said.
Yeah.
We're continuing from last session, which isn't uploaded yet, but will be this evening, I promise.
You say that every week.
I do, but I'm only one behind right now.
Oh, actually, yeah, you are. You're catching up.
So, um, last session for a quick recap for the players.
Jacob, fucking put your headphones on. We're hearing echoes.
Oh shit! Sorry. Okay, I'll sort that out. Don't worry.
Meanwhile, as a recap, you guys reached Fortuna and would basically get transportation over to the sands. Tia and Kirin are going on the airship.
Air raft.
Air raft. Basically, they managed to convince the captain of the ship to allow them to go on, even if it's not in proper accommodation. Whereas the second group are joining one of the three trading vessels, which will be going alongside the airship, which is kind of like guards. And they're going on a ship with the captain named Kara. And that's basically where we got to. You hadn't set off yet. The music isn't on. This is slightly perturbing. This one. Okay, it's not making noise. That's a good start.
Nothing but cold stone silence, please.
Alright.
Did we need to go and buy rations?
You didn't.
Boat
The
people
rest of
did.
them, yeah, the boat people did, but you didn't, Tia. You and Kieran were told that you'd get
Awesome. Also, if anything, Kieran can just kind of druid magic up some apples or whatever.
food. Yeah.
That's how it works.
It worked with garlic.
It did, but that was a beautiful suggestion to throw it at a vampire. So, okay, possibly. She could make garlic again. I'd say that's in canon, but
I mean, it's delicious.
not quite nutritious. Right. So, the party. So the people going onto the trading ship, the actual water raft, if we're going to call them rafts. You will have to find some food. You currently have about a week's ration, but it was 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks that you were supposedly needing.
Can we get
Right.
Claw to sniff out the nearest grocery type?
Yeah,
that-
it's if you imagine that you're in this kind of harbour area full of warehouses. On the outside, it's mainly markets and not much living area. You imagine a lot of people here are sailors, so they're not home often, kind of thing. But there's markets with some look like newly traded in goods that have just arrived. Some look like local butchers and what have you. There's all sorts.
Most
Yeah.
long-lasting rations.
Just go get rations.
Yeah.
How quick can we get rations?
You could probably do it in about 20 minutes. It's
We
not a
do
far
it.
walk. Okay. So you guys eventually settle on getting some fished goods and some obviously fruits and not fruits, sorry, vegetables and various other hardy, long-lasting meals. That will cost one of you, well, yeah, both of you altogether. You get to around the sum of about 5 gold worth of food for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're not eating like kings, but you're eating well enough to sustain all 4 of you that will be going on the boat. Let me count.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So, shall we get on to the Yo-Ho Fiddly Dee? The boat.
Yes.
Yes.
Okie dokie. We have music for this.
Boat music.
If it...
I hear no music.
There's the boat music.
If you can't hear it, then you might have to refresh your Roll20.
I realised I'm not even signed in.
Oh yeah, there's only 3 of us.
Why?
Yeah, that's why I can't hear the boat music. I'm not in the boat.
You mean you can't hear the spiritually transmitted boat music?
I could sing some boat music.
You gotta
but
attune
you'd
your
have to-
crystals.
Oh yeah, I knew I'd got the amethyst for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sick boat tunes.
Yeah.
These are some pretty dramatic boat tunes.
I mean, it was hard to find something melodic, so I just thought, screw it, we'll go Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's yeah, it's
So it's a bit too epic. We'll go for another one. You guys are now on boats. This transition wasn't very smooth, was it? You guys are now
Oh, I like this music.
sailing across the vast ocean tier.
yes.
We'll do a little bit of quick time. For a week, nothing happens, basically. For you and Kirin, tier is wonderful. It's a very odd experience because it's almost like a flying luxury kind
Raft.
of thing. Yeah, it's a flying raft, but when you eat in this mess hall, which is almost like an actual fully royal dining hall, and you get served these intricate meals with meats and different... There's all sorts. There's stuff you've never had before, which is very nice. There's stuff you have had before, which isn't usually nice, but it's okay. It's very hard not to be happy with the foodstuffs and the general living.
Tia is just kind of living because this is reminding her of, how life was with living the noble life before things got sour.
Yeah, and it's nice to have that memory back. The only real problem you find is that when you go onto the actual deck, it is very windy and it is sometimes a bit too windy. The captain seems to be piloting it from outside, and you're wondering how on earth these people are functioning. But it's freezing cold, windy, despite it being... It's getting warmer over the week. It's definitely getting warmer. Right. For the people on the boat, you're having fun.
Oh.
You are being rushed around for 8 hours a day, doing all sorts of things, from tying knots onto obscure little hooks that are really small and annoying to deal with, to sometimes having to wash the side of the boat. It's not a very even ride, but it's acceptable. You're not really getting any kind of seasickness or nausea. But over this time, you kind of learn that you're starting to get the hang of it, all of you. Uragath was faring quite well, due to his natural kind of athleticism from living in the wild for so long. But Chim and Pav, you're kind of headstrong and getting through it together. Sometimes if Chim's trying to pull a rope, Pav will come and help. It's teamwork, and it's definitely going well for you. Mordio and Claw don't seem very happy though. They seem a bit out of their element.
Are we keeping any contact? Because we said we were gonna use Mordio for that.
We will tell when Jacob gets back.
Alright.
Which sounds like it's gonna be soon.
Yep.
Whenever the halfling Kara is about, Chim works like triple as hard as she would.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Not that she doesn't already try to work hard, but like she puts extra.
Showing off just a little bit.
Yeah, she tries her best. She's not very strong, but you know.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Sorry, hello.
Oh my god, Jacob's so quiet.
Am I so... Oh. I don't know how to... Ah.
You can raise his volume though.
Can I? I will do that.
Yeah, you just right click on Discord.
Try it, speak Jacob.
Hello.
And that should be good.
You getting further away?
How about...
Oh, please, no, he's fading into the void.
What?
No.
And the next session we go to the astral plane.
I thought this would work. Damn it.
It's fine, it's fine.
It's fine.
We can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Don't sound so sad.
Yeah.
So you missed out on me basically rushing you guys onto boats. That's all you missed out on.
Got it.
Didn't RP that very well, but oh well. Moving on. So, yeah, and you do manage to work triple time when she walks by. You haven't seemed to caught her eye yet, but you guys learn that on the evenings, there's basically very kind of strict curfew, but it's not strict in the way that, you know, it'd be bad if you didn't follow it, but it's almost like everyone just does follow it. You'll see that people often rest from 9 and wake up as early as 6 or 5 to manage the ship. In the evenings, there's often just a few people sparsed about, but there's all sorts of games which you guys could join in if you wanted to, and competitions that the sailors have, kind of in their eating time, which is their resting time, and before they go to sleep, basically.
I know who wants to arm wrestle.
Me as well. I want to arm wrestle.
You want to arm wrestle?
M-
Let's
Arm wrestle each other.
No, I think we should be a team.
A tag team of arm wrestlers. I know I could beat you though.
Yeah, you're Goliath.
As the boat creaks and sways from side to side, you guys eventually find yourself in this. It's kind of the main eating area, and there are about 12 people gathered around watching 2 men currently arm wrestle. And
Wait,
you see that...
these.
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you carry on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought you stopped.
About 12 men kind of in a almost circle around this one table, where there are currently 2 men arm wrestling. One of them looks significantly larger than the other, although it seems relatively even. Being, for specifics, a dragonborn male kind of in this light blue tunic, and the other looks like one of the people you've seen going up and down the crow's nest. That is a wood elven kind of guy wearing a leather jacket, basically, kind of leather armor.
Right.
Should we?
I'm going into
So I'm with Pav, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn up, just kind of look up slightly and Pav and say, we should join in, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Go up to him and I go. So, you want to arm wrestle? I'm not good at speaking. I'm very good at arm wrestling though.
As you kind of come over, the man wearing the leather armor, his hand just gets slammed against the table, and they all go into a jolly laugh, and you get a very kind of irritated in a, I don't want to say a playful way, but in a not serious way, from the wood elven guy, who basically stands up and walks off, and the rest of the sailors, hearing this, they don't even really talk, they just kind of, there's a lot of them speaking to each other. One of them pats you on the back and goes, "Good luck with this!" He throws you on the table. Well, not throws you on the table.
You try.
Throws you on the table. No. He basically shoves you into the seat, and you get a few pats on the back, and there is this large, imposing figure ahead of you.
I smile at him, put my elbow on the table, my hand ready to grasp.
I'm gonna put like my hand on like Pav's shoulder and say, "You got this."
You can participate in betting if you want. You see there is a bookie.
Oh, no, I'm okay for now. When I get considerably more drunk.
I go 20 on the big one. I go 20 on the big one.
Yeah, which one in this case is the big
Pav,
one?
I think Goliath's always the biggest, so...
Yeah, to put it into context, she is kind of making this large man seem quite small in comparison, but...
Wait, when he said 20 what? 20...
Gold?
Gold? Oh, that's not...
Sailor's
Well,
cards.
I wanna... Are these all, like, swashbuckling pirate sailor people?
They're definitely, compared to the guards you spoke to outside the airship, these seem a lot more like traders, like people who have been sailing for a while and don't really
just imagining kind of not that many teeth, big beards.
Yeah.
Some of them.
So
Right.
he grasps your hand, smiles, and
God, you could do it.
Mhm.
start by rolling me a strength check.
Oh, this is where we need a mirror to do the
Inspiration.
Ration.
That's
Yeah.
a.
make up the numbers. 20.
That's a unnatural 20.
Oh, nice.
You
Is
go
it really?
into this.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
and plus my
You
Goliath strength.
feel-
That's a unnatural 22. Because
Ooh,
I'm big.
That's actually no, that's an automatic success on my point. You actually push extremely hard to the point where you see that the table actually shifts weight
Oh.
a bit from the sheer force that you're pressing into his arm. However, his arm is still, and your arm just begins to slowly bend downwards. You are currently, your hand is not on the table, but it's a few centimeters above, basically. And he has taken advantage with a natural 20.
Oh. Damn.
Oh, heck.
I was gonna say, like, I thought you were gonna say, so you see, and you, like, bend his arm so much that his arm snaps off.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna break this poor guy.
Roll a...
Go on, Fab! Go on!
That's the strength.
Yeah. You've got this! You've got this! I've got 20 on you!
That's a 15.
As he begins to press further and further down, and your hand is nearly touching the table, but you just begin to realize, oh yeah, and you bring it back up to the central point. He's a bit shocked and looked a bit flustered at the fact that you have reset the match no longer in his favor.
Oh,
Mhm.
God,
this
you
point,
do it.
the creaking that was from the boat is louder, but it's not the boat, it's the table from the strength these two are actually pressing down. Roll
Oh my
another
God.
strength check.
The boat is actually gonna go completely upside down in a minute.
Holy shit.
15?
God, why can't
What was
I hear
that, sorry?
classical music?
17.
Oof,
1-7.
You guys are at a standstill currently, and you are pushing your hands into each other so hard, and it's actually getting a little bit painful, but you can tell that it's the same for him as well, and you guys are still at
Mhm.
dead standstill. Again, the table's creaking, and there is a massive display of force by both of these basically giants.
Right. Let's go. Nice. That's a 19.
You slowly begin to press his arm down towards the table.
God,
do
yes.
it. You can
Come
do it.
on, Pav.
You could do it.
That's it, that's it! Very excited man in the back with a flask in his mouth.
That's an 8.
Alright, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, has he
let's
got
see.
me?
Oh no.
It goes back to the middle point. As the man shouts, it puts you off a little bit and you can't hold him down. He brings you back up to the center point. This is the longest arm wrestle of all time.
Oh my Jesus.
20.
Isn't a turn every, like a 6?
Wait, a natural 20?
At 20.
Oh.
Okay, I rolled a natural 1. So here's how we're gonna do this.
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna
god, he's
put-
gonna die.
Right before, right
Oh no,
before
he's gonna
Pam-
die.
I'm gonna just like put down some money just there. Just there you go.
For a moment, it feels so easy. And his arm just flops. And that's when you realize you have broke the bone in his forearm. as you
Oh.
just
Oh my
press and snap
God.
His arm and slam it into the table.
Ooh.
Now for the shoulder.
Oh, heck.
No, I think is it gonna go quiet and I'm just gonna go yes.
It is
Does that mean I
completely
win?
silent. And there are 2 cheers from Uragath and from this sailor with a big, kind of orange
Holy
beard.
shit.
I have a
dwarvish
feeling that like
build.
Urgath
That's the
hasn't
first
seen
gold I've
that
won in
many.
months.
I have a feeling Urgath hasn't seen that many arm wrestles, so he thinks this is normal.
I'm assuming Jim's on the
Yes.
boat, right? Because
Is
I'm
the
calling
dude
Jim
not
over.
like-
Jim is on the boat.
Is the
You
dude
did
like
it,
not
Pam.
screaming?
I think probably is.
He's just
Probably
kind of
shocked.
currently looking at his arm, and
His eyes like twitching. He's like, oh, oh.
It looks like he can't gauge what just happened to him. He
Jim
does
is on
look
the
like
boat.
he's in immense pain, but it's not quite on the level of like bursting out screaming in pain. It's more of a what on earth just happened.
His arm is broken in half, basically. How is that not
Look,
like screaming
magic.
to a thing?
Barbarians.
I guess.
There you go.
I'm gonna try and comfort him and go, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sure you'll be okay if you just believe in yourself.
You just walk it out. I imagine Pav just kind of trying to fix it and making it worse.
Jim, can you
Oh.
come down here?
What's the time?
Actually, shall I
around
heal?
it's
I can
about
actually heal.
7.
I remember.
Oh,
I actually
Jim
have-
will be awake.
Should I try
Jim.
heal him?
You can do.
I will do
He's a
that.
At this
cleric,
point,
so...
the sailors have started clapping and patting him on the back, and two of them,
Oh,
two
good
of,
job. What's
Spell
his name?
before
two
What's
of
his
them walk
name?
to this poor dragonborn who's now got a snapped forearm, and
Oh,
are just kind of
God.
talking to him, and I can't believe it. It's my arm.
It's
Never
gone.
happened to me before that.
There's
Doesn't
no arm
seem
left.
necessarily again in pain or anything. He's just a bit shocked. He doesn't know
Oh,
how
it's
to
fine.
gauge the
Don't worry
situation.
about it. Do I have?
So you're gonna try heal him.
Yeah, if I could find a fucking spell. Where is it? I guess cure wounds.
You sure?
That could do it. Sure.
It's
Yeah.
more than just a wound, mate.
So you cast.
15. That's that. No, it's not. Did I do it? Did I do it? No, I didn't. I was reading the wrong one. No, I got 7. 7 hit points. There you go.
There you go. You kind of
I
go
don't-
over to him and you see Uragaf approach, and these two sailors look at you.
I
You
get
go
this.
to, you touch kind of his arm, and you feel.
I just
across-
like tap it with my finger, like boop.
You kind of have to feel for where the injury is because it's internal.
Oh,
But you find where the break is, and as you kind of press down at your from the pain, and you cast your healing magic into it, and it doesn't fix the breakage, but it does definitely stop the swelling, and it looks like the arm is definitely it's closer to not being broken. Basically, it's more of a
yay!
the kind of thing where a splint in a few weeks, yeah, this will be fine. But before it was like a long-term injury. It's a long-term break because he did kind of get his forearm snapped in half. Right. Good job in getting a natural 20 when I got a natural 1. That's all I gotta say.
I just turns back. Pav, let's go tell everyone of your victory. Let's go.
I turn to the crowd and say, winner stays on?
They all start cheering. The second challenger, you will be fighting.
Can I go third? I'm gonna go
Would you
winner
like
of
to?
this
Would you like to go up
next
against...
one.
Okay. All right.
I'll go the winner of this one. I'll go against.
So Pav sitting there. Another sailor comes down this one, another dwarvish man, with kind of slick back black hair and a very light beard which is braided down.
Ooh.
He kind of sits and puts his arm up, giving you this look of he's entertained and interested. He wants to face you himself. All right.
I grasp his hand and I smile.
Awesome. Roll a strength check.
Actually,
Jim
what is
has,
your
after
strength?
hearing the
Pav?
shout, has come on the deck.
My
and
my
given
strength
18.
is 18, and then I get
Is that
some
plus?
extra strength for being a Goliath.
So is that what's that?
That's
plus?
a
Plus-
lot.
So
Plus-
it's +6.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
I've got
no,
plus
you-
3.
if
I've got
you
plus
even-
3.
Breathe on Tia, she will die because her strength is -2.
Oh heck!
It's like Superman
In a-
Returns. She breathes and it freezes things. It's
Yep.
That's exactly it.
Alright.
I mean, not good though. In spite of that, that's me mental math it. Yeah, that's a 9.
Well, don't worry because again, in this arm wrestling, it's almost to you guys. You can't tell that they're actually pressing against each other, but they are, and the table begins to creak once again. Roll again.
A 14.
Your arm slowly begins to get closer to the table.
18.
And as quickly as your arm went down, twice as fast his goes back to the central point. As you force it back to a tie, continue to roll.
Oh, that's good. The music in the background is perfect.
11.
I'm loving this.
His arm slowly begins to get closer and closer to the table.
Oh.
Ooh. Right.
Roll a final roll.
18 again.
His arm stays there, and you just keep trying to push down and down, but you can't quite get it far enough to touch the table. And
We need a
you see
better
that
mechanic.
He's grabbing the table, and his fingernails have pretty much dug straight into the wooden board of the table. And he's putting all his body weight into trying to lift his arm up.
23.
Oof.
It is very close, but as you keep pushing down and down, eventually his arm... He's still resisting, but his arm is against the table. And you hear a cheer from the crowd. And you have yet again beaten another one of these sailors in an arm wrestling contest.
Yeah! Pav, I challenge you now.
How many
Are
are we
you?
doing?
Let's do this. Okay.
Welcome to the wrestling special.
Yeah, welcome.
Wrestling? I mean, arm wrestling, I guess.
Arm wrestling. We're gonna do
Yeah.
some.
I grab a
next.
chair and I smash it over his head.
Alright. As you guys, the dwarf gets up. First off, Pav, he gives you a gold pouch. It's kind of this, and you can tell it definitely contains coins, but you're not sure how many. But he throws it to you and kind of gives you a nod of well done, you know, and walks off. And Urgaf, you take the seat, and the sailors go quiet for a moment, almost in anticipation for this bout.
Do this.
between
Oh, this is gonna be
the
terrible.
two new members on the boat. Chim can make a perception check.
Yep. Hang on a moment.
Meanwhile, all this is going on. Tia is enjoying a lovely canapé of seafood, probably fresh.
You're like probably leaning against it, looking at this guy,
Put it
just
into
like.
to context. The food here is basically a buffet in the mess hall every time, and there's tons of cooked food, which is ridiculous, kind of. Real
That's a
high-class stuff.
not.
I'm gonna have
not
to send.
natural
I'm gonna have to
cuisine.
send Mordio in to steal some of the food.
You feel yourself almost working 3 times as hard as you normally do when you spot some blonde hair of a halfling in the doorway.
Holy shit.
Watching.
I run and I give Pav a back massage, like you know, what
Like
you
a
know, like
wrestling
wrestlers
coach?
do.
Yeah.
Like
Come on,
the
big guy, you
shoulders.
got this. You got
It's
this. You
like
can
a
do
Rocky
it.
film. You're giving him the Rocky, giving Pav the Rocky talk. It's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like clicking my knuckles in my neck, just that.
and it is a loud click. One of the sailors nods.
Ready.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Couldn't
yeah.
do that myself. Alright.
Nice.
You both grasp each other's hands, palm to palm.
Let's do this.
Roll strength checks, both of you.
Strength checks. Okay. 18.
21.
Oh fuck.
Hey.
I can't beat the +6.
The creaking from the table is back, but this large Goliath palm pressing against yours. You fought many beasts, but this strength is almost unprecedented, and your arm slowly begins to go closer and closer to the table. Roll again.
Oh god, come on. No, that's a shit one. 10.
24.
Oh, damn
Oh,
Ah.
it.
As Urgaf,
I'm really sorry.
the more you
That's
try to
okay.
push up, the more your hand goes down, and
No,
there is
I'm just like, you know, I think Irrigat's head. I was like, I'm just letting them win, you know, just so that keep the title.
your hand slams against
Oh.
the table with this very thought in your head. You have yet again beat another Pav.
My
In your
God,
victory-
Pav, you are strong.
It's
Chim, you
what I do.
see the halfling figure walk through. The sailors go quiet. The room, for a moment, is quiet. The only noise is her footsteps and her kind of several necklaces kind of clacking together. She sits on the table, She puts her elbow down.
Yes.
I grasp her hand.
Roll a strength check.
Don't want to break her. She seems nice.
You
You
just
will
throw
not
her-
be able to break her.
I bet she
Gonna
drank
throw
like
her
a hill
through the
giant
wall.
strength
23?
potion.
Right, hold on. What's up? She beats you. Right.
Does she?
You're like, she's so small, and that's when you feel this ridiculous amount of force your hand closer and closer to the table as
Oh my
it creaks
God.
and almost the actual where the table connects to the stand almost begins to bend with the sheer force that you two are actually pressing down against it and kind of tilting. You see that she's got a smirk on her face looking at you right in the eyes.
I'm grinning like a fire truck.
What?
That's a saying, right?
No! No, it's not!
Well, I am now.
Pav thinks it's a saying.
That's
Yeah,
so
Pav thinks
funny.
it's a saying.
Doesn't know what
Right.
I'm fired.
With
I'm grinning like a
your-
fire truck.
With your large hand, kind of encompassing her much smaller one, you feel the jewelry and ring she's wearing, and she is just ridiculously strong. This is, you've never had this kind of been against this kind of strength before. Roll again.
Ooh, heck, 10.
Oh boy.
You push, and for a second your arm goes up, and you think you're back in it, but in that moment of reassurance, your arm goes down. And just before you can save yourself, before you can throw some body weight into trying turning it around, the back of your hand touches the table.
Dun,
No.
dun,
And she
dun.
releases your hand.
Damn.
She
I put my
clicks her
hand out
arm
for her to shake. Because Pav's impressed as heck.
as she kind of eats you, she leans back a bit and clicks her fingers, grabs your hand and shakes with a smile on her face. In this
I
moment,
turn to...
she ties down her hair and wanders back out. The sailors have been dead silent this entire time, by the way.
Chim looks at her ass.
Oh
Roll a
my
perception
god.
check.
Holy shit.
Oh jeez.
Don't fail me now. Shit. 9.
Oh.
I mean, you can't. It's not very easy to see through
Aw,
the trousers,
damn
but you
it.
imagine, and it's a great fall
Can I make a check? Can I make a insight?
into.
Butt
That,
insight
look
or
at-
a butt checking insight?
No, into Chim. I want to see if I figure out something.
Yeah, because she was close to Pav, and you kind of get behind Pav
Alright.
after the sailors shuffled and.
Oh, that's not very. No, that's not a good roll at all. Oh. Do maths, Jacob. I can't. Basically, 9. Oh.
Because your passive charisma is naturally higher than that, Chim, I'm not gonna make you roll a contested roll. You can't tell.
Oh.
I mean, you
Oh,
wouldn't
damn
be
it.
able to really hide it anyway, because you didn't state you were hiding it. But
Ah.
you don't.
I suppose it would be funny. I'll just go up behind, just like,
Trying.
what are you looking at?
But no,
I'll
Chim-
turn to
Chim
Chim.
is just pretty, you know.
Oh.
Oh my god, someone just beat her long-term friend.
I kind of pat Pav's. That was a tongue twister. I pat Pav's shoulder. Pav.
Oh yeah, I'm sat down,
And
aren't I? Yeah.
I sigh. How do you think I'd reach you otherwise?
Climb.
I'm not getting up there.
We
Climb.
need to befriend her. Please,
I
please, Chim, can we befriend her? Please.
bloody hope so.
Right. After that eventful evening, the sailors peel off one by one, and
Ah.
you all
For some reason,
eventually rest.
In my head, I thought, do you know what would be funny if Claude did arm wrestling?
Car
no.
wrestling.
No.
That could work.
Why does he have no
Nice.
arms and 4 arms?
He doesn't have a thumb. Can't
Hey.
grab things.
Not
Have it
with
way
that
up the
attitude.
leg.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okie dokie.
Ah.
Morning comes, and I would like everyone on
Uh-oh.
the boat.
Oh god.
on Kara's boat to tell me exactly where they are. So, if I'll give you a quick rundown, the deck is kind of usually where you are when you're working. You're not working yet. It's not. You've been told to basically work from 10 till I think about 5. But so right now you can be on deck if you want. You can be in the cafeteria area, which is kind of not in the middle of the ship, but at the front of the ship, underneath the first deck. There's a second deck where all the cargo and storages. Sometimes you have to check that. And then the rooms are kind of in the middle and the back. You guys are all at the back, kind of the spare rooms that they have.
Oh. So is it early morning?
It's morning, yes, and
I'm gonna be on the top deck with Claw.
I think
Jim.
maybe have breakfast.
Actually,
Or
if anyone
eating?
else is up, I'm
Yeah,
gonna see if I can do
we've
some
gone down to see
sword
if we can get some
fighting,
breakfast.
Sparring.
You
That'd
can
be fun.
spar, yeah. People are.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a really set of strange weapons. They're quite foreign to you. There's rapiers, scimitars, and kopeshes.
I just got my bastard sword and just like.
Yeah, and some of them are relatively good swordsmen. Some of them are sloppy swordsmen, but that doesn't stop them from being surprising and quirky in different ways. One of them tripped you up with some rope that they just picked up.
Damn.
But you managed to basically outskill him when it came to ground combat, so you beat him. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So you guys are eating. You're sparring, so you're
Yep.
around the captain's area / middle of the ship
Yeah. On the top.
with Claw.
Yeah.
What are you doing with Mordia?
I think probably Mordio is probably circling, maybe going up to the top ship. You know, air raft. And just kind of, just looking around. He's probably just,
And that's okay.
But he's probably like high up, so with the other ship.
Airship-wise, Kirin is currently kind of on top of the deck. Where are you, Tia?
I'm probably hanging out with Kieran because I don't know anyone else and I don't really feel like making friends. And I'm
it has very much been
probably-
like that. The captain has give you a nod, but
Yeah.
it's everyone to themselves. It kind of. There's not many
Yeah.
people walking around in twos other than if they're stationed in twos.
I am sun tanning.
Can everybody on the first on Kara's boat make a perception check?
Okay. Where's my perception? I forgot. +3.
Oh dear. 8.
Crit 1.
Oh god.
It's on
11.
wisdom.
11.
Good.
So none of you. Everything's normal. The guy's eating. Pav, you're looking at the person whose arm you broke, and it's hard not to, because he keeps trying to move his arm, to pick up another piece of cutlery, but he's having to do it with his other one. It looks like it's really awkward, but he passes you a smile when he looks back, and then goes back to try and eat, and it's really difficult to focus. Chim, it is quite noisy, so you're just kind of there trying to finish the food that you prepared with Pav. And you're sparring, so you're too busy kind of making sure you don't get stabbed. There is
some moves.
some kind of strange noises that don't usually come from the creaky boat. For a second, there's kind of a thumping sound. It happens once, twice, 5 times, 7 times, and then there's 2 heavy thuds. At that point, you hear it definitely in the cafeteria area. This is loud. And it goes quiet, and then there is a loud bang. For those in the cafeteria, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
And everyone needs to roll me initiative. Everyone.
Oh, dexterity.
Oh
Everyone.
boy, this is sun tanning initiative.
Okay, initiative.
Oh,
12 for the dex save.
Oh fuck.
9
oh,
for initiative.
let's actually roll this. Okay, come on, dice. Do me. I'm gonna do the metal one. Do
Uh,
me well.
10 for me.
Guy just dropped out for a sec.
20, not natural. 20.
Cafeteria, dex save, and initiative.
Okay. I got a 12 on dex save and 14 initiative.
So
Agility. 12 agility. 12 initiative, sorry.
you and also see. Right, so can you guys go through that again? Sorry, I had to
I think I'm first. I got 20 on initiative.
got you. All right. Who else?
12 initiative. No,
12
not
initiative.
12, 9 initiative. I'm terrible, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
9,
10.
12,
And should I roll for Kirian?
yes, actually, because I didn't roll for her.
Just gotta load up the character sheet.
And
Oh, I need to do initiative for Claw and Audio.
oh, geez, these numbers.
I don't. How do I do initiative for them? I don't actually know how it works.
Yeah, it's either off yours or off the animals. So
So they go the same time as me?
They just go on your round.
yeah, I think
Yeah, I
it'd be
think
easier
so.
for me that way.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, so we're all going first, all three of us. Great.
And that's
15.
called
Awesome. Thank you very much.
mystery number.
So it is Rorgath. Can everyone please go into Roll20 and change your sheet to the ships?
Yeah. Got it.
Roll 20.
Page toolbar, ships.
It's the page
Oh,
toolbar.
yes.
So it's the this is for
Ships.
Rosie and Gina.
Cool.
It's the little blue
Yeah.
icon. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, this
Rorgath,
doesn't
you're
look
the
good.
one who sees this from deck. One of the guys you were sparring is gone.
Yeah.
The boat
Gone.
is missing the entire center.
Oh,
It's gone.
It has just been blown out, and as you kind of
Where was I standing?
you were standing pretty much towards it, so you're on the back end, the one on the right. I'll just need to change the camera and OBS real quick.
Got it.
Oh dear, that's not fun. Is that working?
should I roll a perception check? Because I haven't done that.
You wouldn't need to because you had the explosion.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. So I'm so confused. So we're on the boat. Where's everyone else then? Are they in the water?
They are in. Huh? Sorry, I'm losing it a little bit.
I don't know. The boat's split in half. Looks like it.
Yeah, the boat's split in half. Oh jeez, I've made a mess of this.
It's okay.
Good.
Whatever.
Well, it's not gonna work. So we'll just have to stick with the normal one because the battle map isn't working for the stream. Sad panda.
Okay.
So now I can focus on you guys. Sorry. So they were in the. You see the front part of the ship? They're underneath there.
Alright.
If you imagine that's where the cafeteria area was. Towards the back is where the rooms are and where the captain's steering wheel is and stuff.
Yeah.
The crow's nest got completely collapsed and taken down, and that's the
Oh.
only bit which the structure which you saw fell. The rest of it, in basically a flash of white and purple and different colors, just completely got eviscerated.
What the fuck?
And it was like a loud banging arcane kind of sound. So Oragath, you are the one to go first. As you're standing there,
Yeah.
you see nothing. There is just the hole in the center of the ship. You see that there is a wounded person next to you, like a sailor, with several pieces of large shrapnel sticking out of his chest.
Oh. Ugh.
You see him kind of taking them out, and he pulls out this small, I wouldn't say a vial, but it's like a little flask, and it looks like a healing liquid. He drinks it and starts pulling more out.
Yeah.
You see that he's struggling to breathe before he drinks it, as if he punctured a lung or something. Alright. What would you like to
Oh
do?
shit. I don't know. Can I try shout out, like Pav, Jim, who else is on my boat?
Pav and Chim, I believe.
And Chim and Pav.
And Chim and Pav.
Yeah.
Pav and Chim.
I'm
Either
just
way.
gonna like shout out, guys, where are you? Where? Like,
Yep.
I don't know.
You take a moment to shout.
Yeah.
Pardon me. I haven't had a drink in a while. You take a moment to shout out their names, and as you do shout out their names, you don't hear any response. You're not sure why, but you don't know where they are at this moment.
Oh my fucking god.
Okie dokie. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Are we sinking?
At this current moment, it happens so fast, no, but you see the boat is beginning to tip forward ever so slightly.
Well,
Like,
I'm
its
gonna
back end is
try-
tipping forward.
Climb
Oh,
to higher
God.
ground. I'll call if I can. I'll try get Mordio to come down to me because he's up there somewhere.
You can do. Next, the captain of the ship, Cassandra's standing at her wheel, and as you kind of look over, if you imagine flying slightly behind and above, is this airship. You see that kind of slowly moving forward at normal pace, and Cassandra is just there, eyes gazing wide. From her pocket, she pulls out a hand crossbow and then draws a scimitar, which has all sorts of fancy adornments on the handle and various other such. But she looks like she's ready for something.
Wait, who's Cassandra?
No, Kara. Ah.
Yeah, it's Carl. I was
Yeah.
gonna say something, but I didn't want to.
I was watching
I
Critical
was
Role.
very confused.
Sorry. I was watching Critical Role at some point, and then my name's just.
During the stream?
No, not during the stream, but like.
No, I thought that.
Goodness.
Cassandra is a
I
very
am the
cool
most
son of a
legendary
bitch.
multitasker of all time. Yes.
Kara did that.
So, yeah, Kara pulls out the crossbow and the scimitar and looks ready. For reference, Oragath, I have saved your turn as a horde of initiative.
Yeah.
So and I'm not
That
going to
makes
make you
sense.
wait because you don't know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for
Well,
something.
yeah. As soon as something big happens, like an attack, I'm gonna
The
do
sailors
something.
on top of the other two ships look to be at this moment kind of turning and heading back towards the larger, the airship, the very large airship. The soldiers on the airship tier, they all look over the side, and you see that they've started mounting onto these large, dragon-shaped ballista kind of magical things, and loading these huge bolts in. Some of them are grabbing their crossbows. He's wearing this fancy blue and gold kind of armor, and the captain himself is currently in his quarters, rather than actually actively piloting. Right. So next is Kirin. So what's she gonna do? I would say she's gonna look and see what she can see, which would be. I'll make a perception check for her.
Is it a free action for me when I hear the explosion to just exclaim, "The ocean goddess beef"?
Yeah, no, you can do that
Ocean
as your free action. I think that's fair enough. Righty ho. Kirin looks over this side and what? She's gonna hold as well. There's a lot of holding going on. P for Pav. Pav.
Yes.
You try. You're not.
I don't
fast
think
enough. Oh, sorry. Go on.
anything with a one. I think I'm happy with my breakfast.
Okay. You can't react fast enough to the shrapnel, and as it kind of blows up, you lift your arm, and it just gets, and like basically you have an armful of wood currently, and you take. Where are my dice? Come on, dice! I need you in this moment. Don't fail me. Thank you.
They ran away.
That's not good for you, and you take 12 points of damage. As you
Heck.
literally have shrapnel deep into your arm, and it's not like small little bits of shrapnel. We're talking chunks of wood the size of daggers, like sticking out of your. None of them have gone through, but they are kind of in your forearm, kind of thing. And there's one kind of just next to your elbow. It didn't. None of them really hit you in the chest or anything. A few stripped by. Chim, your fate wasn't so. Sorry, it's not you yet. Never mind. Ignore what I said.
Terrifying.
I'm in ignorance is bliss currently.
Yes. The sailors on the ship, Aragash, you see, they immediately start trying to pull up these barrels and such, kind of that are in the mortar, as you can see on the image, which the stream won't have, because RIP. There are kind of barrels and floating piles of wood, and they're trying to pull them in. You see that there is a crate slipping off, and he tries to pull that back in as well. These are actually the cargo that the ship is carrying. Next is Tia.
Well, I look through my spells, and I have spells that, assuming we are at the regular sort of height, I have spells that will reach. So I want to...
You're a bit too... I mean, you're behind as well.
Alright.
You could probably hit, because they're slowly kind of rising upwards.
Yeah. No, I want to just kind of... Well, I want to go to the railing and then whatever check to see if maybe I know something about ocean creatures.
As you look over, make me a... are you trying to think about this or observe?
Probably just observe.
Make a perception check then.
It's a 15.
This was an explosion of some kind, and there is there is concentrated arcane energy in the middle of the ship where it has burst. And you can tell it was definitely some kind of blasting impact rather than like being bitten or crushed.
Yep. Right.
Well, shit.
Would you like to do anything?
No, I'm just kind of holding my action because I can't do much from up here.
Okie dokie. Next it is Chim.
Oh boy, here we go.
So Chim, as you were eating, this massive kind of plunging feeling from behind you, and your back was faced towards it as you couldn't turn around in time. You get several pieces of shrapnel in your back, and you take...
Oh no.
Oh, lovely.
I've lost my D8 again. Alright, this is fun, using another D8. You take... Roll. That's a D6. Oh, whatever. I found it. You know what? I should have used the other one because you just took 16 points of damage. You took all the damage you could.
16. Oh
One
boy.
of them feels like it scrapes against your back, and for a minute you can't move.
Oh no.
You're there trembling in pain. That's 16 points of damage, and you can't really move.
Oh,
it
shit.
feels like, and you're just kind of stuck there in your seat. So, for you, Tia, you notice that it's particularly cloudy, and you can only really just kind of... You're not so high up to be at the clouds, but a mist has started building kind of unnaturally. And these these loud screeches from all around, as you see silhouettes, almost humanoid figures with wings that are not quite demonic, but not quite bird-like, kind of a mix. And they're flying around, screeching.
Bird person.
You see one of the soldiers, generic soldier A, is there with his crossbow looking up. And from the kind of mist that's building, a harpy bursts down and tears at his throat.
Oh boy.
Oh, fucking harpies.
He manages to dodge, but you can tell they're definitely harpies of some sort. And it darts back into the clouds. Alright. And for those on the boat, Ragath,
Yes.
the boat begins to get pulled, and it is kind of a pulling unnaturally to the right. Sorry, not to the right. If you imagine that the boat's being twisted, it's being twisted from the right. It's being pulled from the right, kind of down into the water. And originally it was kind of sloping up, and now it's you're basically getting closer and closer to just falling down into the water.
I think I'm just gonna. I can swim. I'm just gonna like. I'm just gonna look at Claw. Right, Claw, we're going for a swim. Come on, quick.
Of course, not gonna be happy about that.
Alright. And finally, Pav and Chim, your side of the boat.
And I'm gonna
is
jump
normal
in.
because
I'm gonna dive into the water.
failed strength checks. And due to timing, next session we will pick up on this combat.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Cliffhangers.
And it was
So we've
nice
got
knowing you all there.
harpies. Some
And, like,
a big monster.
Probably, maybe Skilla? Who knows?
We know, cause like you know what she looks like. She come out the water like just. It's probably like something else. It's probably like a kraken.
That's
Yeah.
also great. Awesome. Love it.
Big fan of a kraken.
Look, our job is to get beef with every sea creature.
I
Alright.
mean, that
Delicious
might be
ocean.
your job.
Oh.
No, not mine. Tears.
No.
My job was to come out
Yeah.
here and have a good
Yeah.
time, but okay.
Yeah, we are. We're having a great time.
I will save the initiative order because I'm just that guy, and we will
Yeah.
continue this.
I was
next session.
thinking I was gonna pull because on the boat there is lifeboats. I'm guessing. I was gonna try and
there are
get one into
literally
the water.
where it shows them on there. Pretty much, there's 3 lifeboats.
Yeah, I was actually planning on. Oh, what I'll do is I'll try like push it off, but with the boats tilting really weirdly, so I'm just jump in.
So thank you everybody for watching. If you watched this
Thank
far,
Thank
Uh,
you.
we will be streaming this again next Wednesday, and we will be accompanied by someone who's returning. So the party will be strong again.
Yes.
Um,
If you are watching on Twitch right now, make sure you like follow us. This thing, so you know when we're streaming, even though there's a specific time.
Wednesday 8ish till 9ish, as that's about
We'll be
as accurate as we
changing
get.
it soon, won't we? We'll be
Possibly
discussing
that's still in the
something.
works. We don't know yet.
Yeah. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like,
Hell yeah.
and share. You know, because shares are still a thing.
All that sort of thing. The fun things.
I'm not selling this. You guys are. So
Yeah.
Sell out.
Watch us speak for an hour.
Yes.
thank
Listen
you.
to our voices.
Have a nice day, and we'll see
Bye.
you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.